good to see you.
Thank you.
How was the red carpet experience?
Oh, it was lovely.
Lots of your fans here.
Yeah,
Everyone was singing. When was the last time you were in the UK, then?
A couple years ago.
Oh, so we haven't seen you for a while. And last night you were at the Apple Music Festival, and I've got people tweeting in saying you were amazing.
It was so much fun.
And that was, you were the first country star to headline that festival. So
very, very cool. It's hopefully the beginning of more country music, folk. The Apple Music Festival.
And all a long way from American Idol back in 2005.
Yeah. I can't believe it was that long ago, because I remember that like it was yesterday, and rooting for you all the way through that competition. I thought you were outstanding.
Thank you.
And then when I was reading about you, you saying that if that hadn't have worked out, you were planning on what you called a proper job, weren't you?
Yeah, I still feel like my parents kind of wonder when I'm going to get a real job. Yeah, I was going to school for journalism, so I really don't know where I would have ended up.
So you think all these kind of talent shows are a good thing?
I mean, I think they're meant for people like me who had a passion and really wanted to just to do something with it, but had no idea how.
Yeah.
How do you account for the huge popularity of country music in America? I mean, it hasn't taken off in the same way here.
Yeah.
But what is it about country music in America? Because I mean, there have been so many great singers like Loretta Lynn and so on, and they've come and gone, and then people like Dolly Parton still, you know, playing to millions of people. What is it about the music that people relate to?
I mean, I think it is relatable. I think it's the lyrics. I think the people that are on stage are singing about life, and you know, you realize that they're people just like you and singing about things that are important to you. So
yeah, because you could say that the music is about working people and working people's experiences. It's not about what you own, is it?
Right, no. And I mean, we're all allowed our fun, goofy, silly songs, but a lot of things are it's just about real life and about family and kids and, you know, and work and, I mean, just things that everybody can relate
you can
to.
write about being a mum now, because and actually you were pregnant, weren't you, when you were about to start writing this new album?
I was writing before and then found out I was pregnant.
Started writing the album, then you had Isaiah. Has that changed your music or the way you approach your music, how you write?
I mean, it definitely, life works its way into your music, even if it's things that you didn't necessarily write. You know, if it touches a chord that might not have been there before you had a child. But I feel like it just gives me another dimension, you know, another thing to write about, more people I can relate to, because you really can't really relate to people.
Yeah, and you can write now about, you know, obviously, because how old is he now? 7 months. Obviously, he's still struggling to get the weight off. What is that all about? How heavy was he? A pound?
This is the first time you've left him. How are you finding it?
It's very difficult.
Do you have time to take a minute for yourself anymore? I mean, you're so busy. All your albums have been, you know, a huge success. 21 #1 hits in America, TV shows. I mean, have you got time to chill out?
I mean, those few minutes, a few times a day, are really nice. So if coffee is your thing, you know, just kind of have some quiet time before you turn the TV on and get going for the day and just kind of let it all settle.
Are you going to see Simon while you're here?
I don't think
Simon
so,
Cowell.
unless he's like behind one of these doors.
I think we'd know if it was him.
Yeah.
do you keep in touch with him at all? Or?
I haven't seen him in a while. I know our people have spoken.
But he was at your wedding, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, wasn't he? I thought he was at the
it's
wedding.
always so interesting to see, like, things that are in magazines. I'm like, that totally did not happen. I read all kinds of people.
There he is.
Yeah. I read all kinds of people were at my wedding that weren't there. So. I was even married. I'm just kidding.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't already worked with? Because lots of really big country stars like yourself choose other people to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really up for anything. Just somebody that I respect musically, you know. When you look at people like Justin Timberlake or people like that have just been around for a long time, and they're at a point where they just make music now because they really love to So I think he would be a cool one to work with.
Are there any British artists that you're into?
I love Jessie J.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
she's
she's
really
great.
cool. Yeah, she's probably one of my favorites. Ed Sheeran.
We said the album is out on October the 23rd. Storyteller single is Smoke Break. It's good to see you. Carrie Underwood, everybody.
You know, I wasn't really expecting, you know, what happened, and of course the lyric and the song, and, you know, it was quite difficult because I thought, God, this is going to be really hard to sit through this. But then you've got to think of him, and it's his moment. Yeah, it was very emotional. Yeah.
And she
I
was
mean,
a
you
big
couldn't
fan,
speak, could
wasn't she? Massive fan of
She
the
was
show.
a huge fan, Ruth,